All right, so today, like I said, until next Friday, we're just doing more of the same radical stuff, simplifying, multiplying, adding. So I thought I'd do an example of each, just really quick for the video, and just so you get more exposure and you do the delta math and you get better and you do good on Friday's test next Friday. So this one is expressed in the simplest radical form. We got 160 square rooted. This can probably be simplified more, okay? And what I see here is I can separate 160 as 16 and 10. Why did I do 16 and 10? Well, because 16 is a perfect square. Yes, yes, sir. Like these numbers here are just a list of, the perfect squares. So we got 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, and so on. So here, the 16 square root is 4, and square root of 10 can't be reduced to any, so this is the final answer, just 4 and square root of 10 together. All right, moving on. This question is, what is the product of 5 square root of 5 and 5 square root of 15? Well, you should know that product means multiply, so I wrote it out there. Those two radicals are being multiplied. So not really a simplifying question, a multiplying question, but you need to know the same principles. So you multiply what you can. 5 does multiply with 5, okay? And the square root of 5 can only multiply with the square root of 15. So let's do that right now. 25 in front, and then 5 times 15, what is that? 5 times 15 is 75. So boom, this is what we have so far. All right, so square root of 75. Okay, so this is we're getting closer to the answer. This is what we got after we multiplied. But this is the answer after you multiply, but we need to type in the most simplified answer. So from square root of 75, it's a question of what can we divide out. And again, it should be a perfect square, okay? So, I think 25 can be divided out. So off to the side, I'm going to do square root of 75. I'm going to notice it's 25 times 3, actually, yeah. And then square root of 25 is 5. So boom, this is the simplification of square root of 75. So I'm going to go back to my answer here. I'm going to erase square root of 75 and put 5 square root of 3. Yeah, no problem. So I cleaned it up. I got 125 square root of 3. How did I get 125 in front? Well, I just multiplied this guy and this guy. All right, just speeding through these so it didn't take too much time. But stuff we've done yesterday and day before. All right, expressed in the simplest radical form. Dividing here, okay, dividing. So 252 does not divide with 3. But off to the side, I'm going to look at 252. I think I can reduce that. 252. I mean, what perfect square can I divide out of that? Let me just use my calculator here and see. Ooh. This actually reduces to this, okay? So I'm going to rewrite this. 6 square root of 7 over 3. Now can we divide anything? Can we simplify anything? 6 over 3 will reduce to 2. Boom. See, I went a little fast on this one, but yeah. The process is all explained, but yeah, over here I just quickly simplified. But yeah, all these questions are just, even though it's multiplying, dividing, simplifying is the most important thing. Find the radical. Ooh, here's a subtract question, okay? So the subtract question we learned is we have 2 and it's subtracting. If the radical is the same, then we can treat these two as like terms. So 5 minus 8 is what we're doing. Negative 3 square root of 2. Boom. Okay? But if it was not the same, recall what we did is we reduced either one of them or both of them until they are the same, and then we can subtract. But yeah, we will treat this radical as if it was a variable. Imagine 5a minus 8a. We'd say it's negative 3a, right? So that's the same thing that's happening up here, because we're familiar with this stuff, like terms. It's exactly what's happening with the radical. All right, this one is adding, and lucky for us again, look at it, it is similar radical, so we don't have to, what's the word, simplify. So they are like radicals or like terms, if you will. This one is 5, this one's 1, so 6 square root of 7 is our answer. All right, that's it.